If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. We are here on a Sunday night to Jets lose again. Fall to 2-9. A game that slipped through their fingers just as quickly as the ball slipped out of Breece Hall's hands at the 2-yard line. Kick your feet up. Relax. Let's get through this loss together, ladies and gentlemen. Turn it up. It's Blitz BK. It's party time.
It's got beef.
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his promise, Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click. The family, we not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are correct. With today's opponent, Las Vegas's strength of schedule and our strength of schedule have changed. We're both 2-9, but with the teams that we played acquiring some losses today, we dropped. We are now 4th in Tankathon. Our opposition strength of schedule is now 529, which is ridiculous, considering the New England Patriots are at 358. They were at 370, and they went down another 12 points today with how weak their schedule is. So we are at 4th at 2-9. The Saints are at 3rd with 495. The Giants are in 2nd, but they're 2-10. They haven't had their bye yet, and they're at 545. So if us and the Giants are to have the same record as of now, we would jump ahead of the Giants. So I know for those of you who are all in on a quarterback and do not want to trade up, hi, Allen. Those are some things worth keeping an eye on. Remember, the NFL tiebreaker for the draft is not head-to-head. It's overall strength of schedule. If you have a 600 strength of schedule versus a 500 and you have the same record, the way they view it is the team with the 500 is a worse team because you had an easier schedule and still ended up with the same record. So that's how they divvy that up come the NFL draft. Now, if your strength of schedule matches, that's when the coin toss comes in. Yeah. Curly, it sucks that we have to look at it for 3.5 months of the season, man. Oh, folks, Sunday night, it's shine time. What we are giving away tonight is the autographed Armand Membou jersey. There haven't been many great things to happen this year, but Armand Membou, I think, is one of them. This is a guy who looks as if he is a franchise right tackle. And when we start to win games and he gets the notoriety, he may elevate to even an all-pro type of right tackle, in my opinion. He's that good. He'll be in that conversation with Penei Sewell. He is that good. Tom Brady's rings, suck it. You can't beat anybody. You lost to the Raiders, dude. Your schedule is the easiest in NFL history. I'm not making that up. Go find an NFL team that has ever had an easier strength of schedule than you have at 358. I haven't found any team below 420. Shout out to all my smokers in the chat. You know I got you. You won't win a playoff game. So come back then. Don't forget, it's Sunday night. All raffle entries are doubled. Super chats, gifted memberships. Shout out to everyone who contributed to the channel this afternoon or this morning in the pregame show. Appreciate you guys. All the entries are on the wheel. The wheel is ready to go. We will do that at the end of the show. So anyone who's still looking to get in, you can. And it's much appreciated. Mike D's Nuts. Shout out to him. Said he was unable to catch the show. He wasn't feeling too good, but he cash apped some money. He cash apped another $20 to get some more entries. So, Mike, feel better if you watch this after the fact, and good luck to you, pal. I'll text you, obviously, if you win. So, the New York Jets game today. There's two plays that completely changed this game. Aaron Glenn deciding to go for it. Now, Rich Cimini posted something later on that said the analytics say go for it. The analytics on the fourth down from our own 42 said go for it in that situation. You got to factor in what this team is. You got to factor in that at the time, we had just given up a long drive. The defense then has to come right back out. I don't mind being aggressive. I love it. But you have to be selective with your aggressiveness. You can't just say we're going to be aggressive to be aggressive because we got to be aggressive. You got to be tactical with it. You got to be surgical with it. Going for it with a run with Davis, with Brees on the bench on third down, if you knew you were going to go for it, Brees Hall should be out there. If anything, as a decoy. And then the throw, the play call, having Mechie do a 10-yard fade, and I don't even know what it was. I can't even tell you what that play was supposed to be. Just, it looked like it was panic. That I don't agree with. What happens? 42 yards, couple plays, touchdown. Now we're down 17-3, I believe. Or 17-10. We were up 10-3, then they flipped and got back to back. That shot us in the foot. And then great play by Baltimore's defense. Brees dominating the drive, spin moves, running cross field. Reminded me of the play he did in Pittsburgh last year on Sunday night. And then he gets the fumble at the 2. He's trying to fight for extra yardage. And this is something that you see in a bad team. You see a team press. You see a team and players trying to do more. Just trying to make something happen. And then it blows up in your face. I'm not mad at Brees, but you change those two plays in the game. It just goes to show the type of team that we are, where we're not talented enough to overcome these huge mistakes. A fumble at the 2 on a team that very rarely gets within inside the 5-yard line of the opposition is a fumble. I don't think there's any doubt we would have scored in a play or two. We had Baltimore on their heels. We would have went right in. This candle keeps popping up. Well, lemon lavender. Love that shit. Shout out Yankee Candle. Yeah, Yankee. But those two plays completely altered this game. Now, to quote Michael Kay, if you believe in the fallacy of a predetermined outcome, if we score and then we punt and they don't score, Technically, the Jets are now 17-16. Granted, things would go differently. The game would have been managed differently. Baltimore would have been in attack mode more. But I don't know. I feel that we're close. I feel that we're close. And it says something to me that this team does fight hard. They're just not talented enough to win. Now, we had over 200 yards passing. I believe Taylor's final number was 222. We saw some things with Mechie, right? Let's focus on some positives here. Mechie crossing route, if they're in man, that looks unbeatable. How are you going to cover Mechie on a crossing route underneath? He's fast. There's no doubt about it. Mitchell, couple nice plays to him, right? He moves differently. His ability to get open when we get a quarterback who can consistently get him the ball, I think we got something there. Now, this is a guy who we have under control for the next 2 seasons. So you could be looking when Garrett Wilson gets back with Wilson, Mechie, Mitchell. That's a nice trio. I still want to add someone in the draft. I still want to add someone early along with a quarterback. I want to get a center, quarterback, and a wide receiver. And then I want to get a tight end. I want to get a proven veteran tight end to bring in to help mentor Mason Taylor. I just want that reliable veteran that can help teach him the ins and outs of zone, the reads, all of it. Shout out Mays. Yeah, he had 6 for 66 and another touchdown. He's got 2 touchdowns in 3 games, I believe. Might be the greatest wide receiver in Jets history. We don't even know. Yeah, Rusty. I said let's focus on the positive, Rusty. Pay attention here, pal. But not one interception. Not a tipped ball. Not a gimme. Not one that just quarterback doesn't see the defense, throw it into his chest. Jay says 3rd and medium and long, constantly running the ball. Yeah, I get it. In the beginning of the game, when the game's tight, you see that Engstrand tries to call the game the way he wants to call it. They throw the one pass up the sideline after a Brees run, and then they try the tight end screen real quick to Mason Taylor, and the ball was thrown a little bit ahead of him. And that's just miscommunication, right? That's just timing being off from not having those reps all the time. Not knowing if he's going to stand and wait for it, or does he want to catch it running forward? That comes with repetition. That might be a play they've never run together. It's just being called that each one is supposed to know. So I did like the way that the offense looked. I know they only put up 10 points, but I think we can all collectively say we looked at it and it was better. It passed the eye test. It didn't pass the point test, but it passed the eye test. I think Taylor obviously was a lot better than Fields has been. Now, you got some winnable games coming up. You have Atlanta coming in next week. Then you got Miami. You go to Jacksonville. Then you got the Saints. And then you got New England. And I don't think that New England is a world beater. I don't. They're beating dog shit teams. Kudos to them. They're beating the teams that they're on their schedule. I'll say it again. That doesn't impress me. I'm not impressed by the Patriots. I don't care. I got to see them beat the Bills again. Then we'll talk. And the Bills aren't even overly impressive. The fucking division is weak. Shout out to Mike. Mike, I already gave you a shout out for the Cash App and the raffle entries. Thank you, sir. Folks, don't forget, hit the like button. We're trying to get to 1,900. We're close. We're at 1,888. If you're watching the show and you are not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Would love to get to 2,000 before the end of the football season. and would appreciate your help. Also, raffle entries double tonight. Armand Membou jersey going off at the end of the show. So get your entries in for your opportunity to win future NFL Hall of Famer Armand Membou autographed jersey. And 20 years from now, you can say, I won this in his rookie year on this really cool guy, Nick Shine. Rest in peace, Nick, because I'm not making 20 years. I'm not going to be here at 67 years old. Let's be realistic about this, folks. Nate, stop clapping. I can hear you. Shout out to Green Bean. Green Bean, I'm going to give you a compliment. You looked quite spiffy yesterday at the wedding. You looked good, my friend. Hope you had a great time, man. It looked like it was fun. He says, you guys see Pickens high pointing the ball in traffic in today's game. That's why he was my favorite wide receiver in that class and why I want a big, strong 6'2" possession wide receiver with an attitude problem. Oh, look at that. The diva wants a diva. Who would have thunk? Yeah, I mean, we got Garrett. Great guy. Swiss Army knife. Agreement. I've been saying we need more assholes on this team. We have too many nice guys. We need a couple assholes. I want a Warren Sapp type of guy that's not afraid to call his teammates out. It's not afraid to get in somebody's face. Not afraid to make the water level rise in the room and demand greatness from his teammates. We're missing that. We got too many nice PR guys that want to answer questions about what's your fucking favorite ice cream as you're walking off the field or a Taylor Swift song. Give me a guy with Michael Clemens' attitude, but he can fucking play. Derek the cop says, that's why we need Jeremiah Smith. Is Jeremiah Smith an asshole? I know he can go high point the ball, but I didn't know if he has an attitude problem. I was looking forward to Saturday with Smith and Tate playing Rutgers. I was sitting down to watch the majority of that game at my brother-in-law's house on Saturday, and both of them were out. So that's my luck. I finally sit down to watch an Ohio State game, and they don't play. Oh, you guys are crazy. 20 years? Oh. All of you. God bless you guys for believing in me, but don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Yes, Mike. Definitely. Brian Cox. Bart Scott. I'm tired of having nice guys. They don't all have to be assholes. I don't want to become the Dallas Cowboys. That's the type of player I want, Rusty. Sonny Styles, even Hill from Texas. Get me a dude that just looks like the badass, right? I watched the Georgia Texas game last week. Shout out to Gary for that dick getting kicked in. But that kid made a nice play. That was my favorite play of the game. As much as I was cheering Georgia on, he dropped back, located the receiver, turned back, got an interception. It was fantastic. Green Bean says, look up Lander Barton, linebacker from Utah. Keeps getting accused of targeting. I love him. That sounds like a Green Bean guy. Green Bean, you know what you need to do? There used to be the Madden team. You need to put out the Green Bean team. It can be former Jets. It can be guys you wish were Jets. You can structure it however you want. But we got to see the Green Beans guys. That would be a good watch. And I know you would love putting that together. Big fella. I said this today to my kids. When Briggs got the sack, that's his third. I was like, Quinnen's got 2.5. This guy's making pennies on the dollar compared to what we're paying Quinnen, and we're getting more production. Granted, I know Quinnen does more, and a lot of things Quinnen did wasn't on the stat sheet. I mean, Quincy Williams is a nice guy. He's loved by the media and the social media team. I don't want that. I want like I want Rich Cimini be afraid to talk to you. Thank you for the super chat, big fella. Folks, don't forget $5 super chats and up get you on the wheel. Gifted memberships get you on the wheel. All raffle entries are doubled. And in just a little while, at the end of the show, we will be giving away the Armand Membou autograph jersey. Also, I have acquired a mini Darrell Revis helmet. That'll be our next raffle. So once we give away the Membou tonight, we will be giving away a mini Darrell Revis helmet. And tonight we have Atlanta, Jaguars, Saints. You know what? We'll do two. If we get enough contributions, we can do two prizes. And we'll do it 4 weeks from now, the Sunday before Christmas. And I'll find another prize. Maybe since we have the Revis helmet, maybe we'll do like a jersey, maybe like a Vinny Testaverde jersey, something like that. An old school Jet player. And we will rush ship that for anyone who wins so you can have it by Christmas. I'll get it out Monday morning, the 22nd. So, but Membou tonight, and then we have the mini Revis helmet. Nick is exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. Green Bean never says this. That is getting. There's a picture of that one. I'm going to keep that one. We have all nice guys. Just like Pussy Robert Saleh. That word like came out a little awkward there. Good work ethic, and that's great. But we need some attitude and vocal leadership. We do. You know, they've worried about being a PR team. And I get it. It's a big business. You don't want to have guys who get in trouble off the field. But you can be a badass and a motivator on the field and not be in handcuffs off the field. Get a guy who motivates. Get a guy who demands more from his teammates. Get a guy who's not afraid to call somebody out. You don't have to curse somebody out or degrade them to demand more from them on the field. That's what I need. Will do, Green Bean. God bless you, man. We'll talk soon. And Green Bean, I got to get you on here. Got to get you on one of these Sunday nights. We'll talk. I'll text you during the week. Well, Genergy, a lot of those guys were in handcuffs. A lot of those guys were in handcuffs. Some of them even played games with the cufflinks still on, but they broke it to get out on the field to play. A lot of times the trainers have things to help the players. Bolt cutters was one of them on that Miami team back in the day. I don't know if Clancy's old enough to remember Catholics versus convicts. We've all heard about the game, but I don't know if Clancy was old enough to experience that game and know what that was like. But that was a big thing back then. Also, I have to point out, yeah, you knew it. I appreciate that. I would like to say, Jen, I talked about handcuffs and I didn't say anything inappropriate. Just know I could have. I still might, but I haven't yet. Also, is Black Gypsy here yet? Because I have been waiting for Black Gypsy. If Black Gypsy is in the chat, please reveal yourself. Because I cannot wait to take a victory lap. He might not even show up tonight because how happy I'm going to be. Here's why. For those of you that watched the morning show today, and thank you, I said, and I quote, man, if this defense can play really well, if we can hold Henry to like 14 rushes and 34 yards, that would be great. He busted out laughing in the chat. Well, wouldn't you know? What did the Jets do? They actually did better than I expected. And at one point, Henry was 14 for 33. 14 for 33, 2.4. Granted, he had 2 touchdowns. But I said if we could hold him to 14 to 34, we would be in this game. And ironically, where are you? Brees Hall had exactly 14 for 34. So, not the exacta that I wanted to hit. But for some reason, 14 for 34 was in my mind today. Now, defensively, I know Lamar Jackson missed Hopkins on a double move that AZ Thomas bid on. And I know I shit on Lamar Jackson all the time for not being an accurate quarterback. So a lot of throws were missed today. He didn't look good. I think AZ Thomas held his own. There was one play he came in, dove low on a quick pass to Flowers. Flowers turned it into a big gain. I'd rather see you come try to pop that guy right in the gut, put your shoulder pad into the middle of his chest. I didn't like that. I didn't see with the camera angle that we had if he lost his balance and lunged or if that was his tackle attempt. But other than that, I thought this kid played well. Am I ready to anoint him as cornerback 1? And no, I'm not. Do I think he can hold his own as a starter in the NFL? Yes, I do. I, right now, as of tonight, am under firm belief that Stevens, Brownlee, and Thomas will be our trio going into next season. I think they'll look to add somebody else. I think they'll look to maybe add someone with a little quicker speed underneath, for those mismatches, for when you play those speedy guys like Flowers, when you play that speedster, Shakir on Buffalo. I think we need someone who's quicker on those crossing underneath routes. And you can get that as a dime guy. You can play him a little more percentage of snaps, on those 3rd and 7s when they're going to drag and crisscross people. You need somebody with that great lateral quickness and who can accelerate over the middle. I think we're missing that. Ooh, current AFC bracket coming out from Bleacher Report. Bills drop because of a 3-way tie with the Jaguars and somebody else. So the Bills are down to 7th as of right now. Denver Buffalo is the matchup. The 2-7. The 3-6 is Indy and Jacksonville. The 4-5 is Baltimore and the Chargers. New England has the 1, also the 1 and done, as we call it around here. NFC, Rams are the 1. The 2-7 is Philly and the Niners. The 3-6, the Bears at 3, the Packers at 6. And the 4-5 is Tampa, Seattle. So that's as of today. And obviously that will maneuver and shuffle a lot. One day, folks, we will be there. It would be great to be, we've all mentioned it, the in the hunt graphic, right? It would be great to have our graphic up there. The Jet logo. They might, it'd be great if they troll us and they put up the logo from the last time we were in the playoffs and just say, oh, we haven't had to update this in 15 years. That would be epic. Folks, call link is pinned. Again, shout out that, yeah, big fella's right. We're not far away. We're not far away. Offensively, I mean, you add a quarterback, you get Garrett Wilson back, you add another receiver, you upgrade center. I mean, you're there. Defensively, get another pass rusher. Get a physical D end. Get someone who can match up with Jermaine, where it's not Michael Clemens, where they're not going for it and they run right at Michael Clemens on that touchdown. That second Henry touchdown went right at Michael Clemens and he walked into the end zone. I don't want Will McDonald out there that often. I want Will McDonald fresh because I know this sounds crazy. I have visions of having leads late in the game. And that's when I want Will McDonald out there fresh. The Cleveland game, 4 sacks. The Cincinnati game, the sack at the end. That's what I want from Will McDonald. Let somebody else beat and tired out a fat, slow offensive lineman, and good luck in the fourth quarter with Will McDonald coming in. But speaking of not too far away, it's my buddy. What's up, Ty?
Man. Hey, what's up?
How are you, man?
Good, you?
That's Sunday, bro.
I hear you, bro.
Trying to make the best of it, big fella. Trying to make the best of it.
I hear you, man. Yo, the game, yeah, we lost and everything, but there are positives from the game. And this whole moral victory thing, I'm not saying that, but there are things that are that we could look forward to. For example, our defensive line actually looks like a defensive line now. Those guys are big boys now.
Size queen right here. Me.
Yep.
I love it. I felt, even with Henry, I felt that we didn't get pushed around up the middle. I felt like we were more stout, and that allows people to make plays. You saw the best play of the game didn't count. Quincy run blitzing and popping them, but they had a false start.
Yeah, that was so
That was
sick.
the best play of the game.
Yeah, he leveled them. That looks great. Mechie, he looked really good today. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do next year. I don't get Engstrand today though. I really don't. Some of the things he did today, I was like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah. They ran the ball 3 straight times with Isaiah Davis.
I forgot to bring that up. I saw you mention that in the chat. I don't want to steal your thunder, but that was troublesome.
3 straight times, dude. And then it's like, and then they're going to throw the ball in that play. It's like, what are you doing, And also, design runs for Tyrod, dude. You can't have that. He's injury prone. If he gets injured, we're going right back to Fields. It makes no sense. So, yeah, I mean, that stuff I didn't understand. Tony Adams, he's unplayable. He is god-awful.
Yeah.
But, I thought the corners played good. A.Z. Thomas is coming around. You were right about that missed tackle. But, I mean, Zay Flowers.
I don't know what he did. He planked. He just, went straight stiff body and,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Zay Flowers is quick as shit, too, man.
He is. That's why you got to body him.
Yep.
He's got great footwork.
Yeah. No, you're right. We didn't have a pass rush, really, except for, Briggs going up the middle. JJ made a really good play. I think it was on Henry where he just stopped him. And that's hard to do. But I do feel we're just a quarterback away. I really do. I see a lot of positive things. Brees, anybody who gives Brees shit for fumbling the ball, the guy's trying to carry the team on his back. And you would kill for effort like every player. And fumbles happen
earlier, right? You could tell he's pressing. You could tell he wants to do more. You could tell he wants to win. You could tell he's putting the team on his shoulders, and he's playing above and beyond what you would expect from a 2-9 team, right?
Oh, exactly. And he's, he has 2 fumbles this year. Last year he had 6. He's actually cleaned it up. So, I saw a tweet from Connor Hughes, I think it was. I get them confused. Where he was like
Rodgers and Hughes. I do too. I gotta double. I read the tweet, and Rodgers will tweet more like a fan, and Hughes will tweet more like a reporter. And I'll go back and check the name, oh, it's Rodgers. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. He said that Brees has a fumbling problem. It's like that was his second fumble all year, bro. And he was pressing and he was trying to score, and Yeah, it sucks that Humphrey made a good play and ripped the ball out, but these things happen. I don't think I don't think he's had a fumbling problem this year. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm just like, I'm sighing and taking a deep breath. It's like, because we can't overcome those mistakes. We can't lose the turnover battle. And for any Jet fan who's out there isn't aware, if we commit one turnover, we lost the turnover battle.
Right, exactly.
We don't get turnovers.
Exactly. And Myers can't be center long term. He could be a backup somewhere. He can't start.
Six man. That's what he's supposed to be.
Bro, he not fumbles. He like snaps the ball low every single time. Every time you see the quarterback bending down for the ball, and it throws off everything. So we do need to address that.
Excuse me real quick. Curly, respectfully, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
We committed 6. We went from 32nd to 13th in the league before today's game, and we were averaging 6.7. We committed 6, so it went down.
Went down a lot, yeah. I mean,
we're in the top half of the NFL when we were the worst team in football last year. It is cleaned up.
It's true.
It's drastically cleaned up. We've cut our penalties in half from 2024.
Yeah, and some of them today were like some bullshit calls, but what are you gonna do?
There was one play. I forget the play. I think it was on Thomas, where Hopkins at the line of scrimmage yanked his face mask down.
Right.
And then Thomas is trying to catch up to him, and they call Thomas.
Yep. And Isaiah Oliver, he can't be on the team next year either. He's awful. He is so bad. The first thing you learn when you're learning to be a cornerback, I hear, is you have to look for the ball when you're trying to cover somebody. And that dude never gets his head around. Big time penalty machine. And he can't be there anymore. I know they like his versatility, but just because you can play both positions and you play it badly means you shouldn't be on the team. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That and I'm loving this guy Briggs, bro. I'm loving Briggs.
I do. I really love Briggs. Wait. Glenn is not the head coach in 2 years. Be honest with yourself. That has nothing to do with my reply to you. Absolutely nothing to do with my reply to you. Just because I proved you wrong, you find another statement to make that will make you feel correct? Well, here, I'll pat you on the back. Good luck with that. Check back in 2 years. See you then.
I think Glenn's going to be here in 2 years.
I think this team plays fucking hard for him. I really
So do I.
And if you hit with the picks, Muji, you're going to have a really good team.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too. I mean, Glenn, to me, he shouldn't have gone for the fourth down. He shouldn't have gone for the fourth down. But I've seen from the beginning of the season to now improvement in the way he's coached. I think he's learning on the job. He should have been better in the beginning, believe that. And I think he was way too loyal to Fields, but I do think he's coming around slowly but surely. Now that the season's over, but I do feel that he's coming around. I do think he's going to be here in 2 years because Woody loves him, and if Woody loves him, he's going to be here. So,
I think the players love him.
I do too.
I see that. I mean, you're 2-8 on the road, and you're playing hard. You know what I mean? And it shows the type of players that they're bringing in, that they're not putting their head down. Listen, there's a lot of young guys. There's guys who are on 1-year deals. There's guys, a lot of this team is going to hit free agency. So you're doing your best to earn future money, and you're going to play hard. There's guys who are maybe looking for an opportunity with this team to latch on, or long-term latch on somewhere else. So keep fighting hard each week. I think any logical, rational person with football knowledge looks at this team and says, a quarterback will really change things.
I agree.
A quarterback will really open up Garrett Wilson. It'll open up Mitchell. It'll open up Mechie, listen, I mean, Nicky loved this kid coming out of Alabama. It was Nicky's favorite receiver. For those that don't know, I'm a Georgia fan. My son is Alabama. Nicky was heartbroken when he tore his knee, even more heartbroken with the leukemia. And Nicky is ecstatic that this kid is a Jet now. And kid for me, but Nicky looks up to him.
Yeah.
And Nicky is so excited for him when he catches the ball. He's like, "This is amazing that like he came back and is having a career now." Because not a lot of people are able to do that, right? Some people don't live from when they get cancer. So the fact that he's back and playing well and looking like he can be a long-term contributor to this team, he looks to me like, imagine him and Garrett on the field with Mitchell and a quarterback who gets the ball out quick. You got 3 guys that can beat man coverage time and time again.
Yep. I mean, he was a terror at Alabama before he got injured. That's what people don't get. I
hated him.
So did I.
I hated his guts.
So did I. He was a monster, and if he didn't get hurt, he would have been drafted way higher than what he was. So he is somebody that I'm very hopeful for the future with him. And Sherwood, can you tackle the fucking body instead of the head, bro? Can you tackle the body? Come on.
I don't even know what play you're talking about. Oh, the blitz that he was wide open and should have put a shoulder pad into Lamar's back instead of Olayed. I don't know what you're talking about. Which play? That doesn't bother me either.
Yeah, I know. It's like enough is enough, bro. You want to make a big play and stuff like that. You want it to look good. You want to tackle him by the head. You missed. He missed. And Clemens is. I was surprised Clemens got a tackle today, dude. He actually got a tackle.
He did. He brought down Henry one time.
Yeah, I'm watching with my son. I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Clemens got a tackle."
Is he home for the holiday?
No, not yet. Wednesday. We watched it on FaceTime together. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we've been doing that. But he's excited about this team too. I mean, he realizes, we get a rookie quarterback. There's a lot of good pieces around that rookie quarterback, and
we have a lot.
We
have a lot in place.
You drop a rookie quarterback, a competent to above average rookie quarterback in this situation, we're gonna be okay. We're not gonna suck next year. I know a lot of people hate to hear that, but we're not gonna suck next year.
Yeah,
but we're gonna be all right. So I don't know.
I hope so, man. I really do. The thing that sucks is we don't have Mechie signed. I'd hate to get used and he does well and then he goes somewhere else. I really like the kid, and I think he's a beast in the slot.
So do I.
His speed on crossing routes and underneath. You run clear out routes and then you drag him. You saw it. Dump it to him, and he's able to turn and get upfield and get vertical.
Yeah.
So it's very. It'll suck if we lose him after a year. I really hope that's somebody right now. I would go put a contract in front of it. Say, hey, we want you here. Here's a 2-year deal. Let's get this done. We don't even want to wait to the offseason. We love what you're doing here. We want you a part of this.
That's funny. I said the same thing to my son. I said, we got to sign Mechie, we got to sign Briggs, and we got to extend Brees.
Well, Briggs, we don't have to.
Oh, really?
Briggs is on a rookie contract still.
Oh, okay.
Where is he? Juwan Briggs. Oh, no, Briggs is in his last year. I thought he was, I guess, 25. I thought he had a couple years.
Well, either way, we gotta keep these guys on the team. These guys are building blocks, and the future will be bright if we keep all those guys.
Yeah, and I think Muji's done a really good job with getting Brownlee, with getting Mechie, with getting Mitchell, getting Briggs, getting Phillips. I think the in-season acquisitions he's done really well. And I don't think that gets enough light because we keep losing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, but I think Muji really has an eye for talent. I mean, they fucked up with Fields, but there was nobody else really to get. So I'll give him a pass on that. But the trades that he's done and the free agents he's brought in have all pretty much worked out. So, except for Fields, but that's why I have a bright outlook for the team.
Yeah,
I know.
Brownlee's got 2 more years left. Mechie's a restricted free agent.
Okay.
So we could tag him if we want to.
Yep.
If we don't come to terms with him. I'm on Over the Cap, or I'm on Spotrac. Over the Cap was fucked up. Yeah, Briggs is a ERFA. I don't know what ER means for restricted free agent. Exclusive rights free agent. That just clicked in my head. He's an exclusive rights free agent. So, but I like what he's doing in the middle, man.
Me too.
We got some bigger, stronger bodies, and then when you get an elite linebacker behind these guys, man, we're going to be pretty tough up the gut.
Imagine if we could get Sonny Styles back there, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, it would be amazing. But
yeah.
Well,
yeah, there's, and then you add a good safety on the back end. Maybe, just maybe, somebody who can get an interception and catch the ball. That'd be pretty fun to watch, right? That would be great.
Well, I think Tony Adams isn't letting us. Well, he's with Moore, and I don't think Moore playing with him is actually beneficial to Moore's growth, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because Moore, he needs somebody competent back there too, and then they can play off each other. And Tony Adams is just terrible. Him and Isaiah Oliver both have to go. But
yeah, and I don't think they want to play Oliver that much. But when Cisco goes down, and you trade Carter, and then you trade Sauce, now you gotta get him in there.
Yeah,
and when they go 4 wide receivers, he's going to be your dime back right now.
Yeah,
he's the only guy that can play inside besides Brownlee. Stiggers doesn't, and you don't want to see Adams in coverage. You'd rather see him not covering anybody.
Yeah, I mean, nobody could predict this, but they shouldn't have got rid of JBC. JBC would have been a decent backup to those guys, but you can't keep everybody.
There's a lot of shit talk in the chat. Big fella. Sometimes people don't agree on everything. Other times, some really nice compliments come in, like Clancy here, who says, "Like your cock, Jay."
I love everybody, man.
I know that's not what he meant, but when I read it, I went, "What the fuck?" Oh, okay, we got to put this on there.
Hey, you guys are funny as shit, bro. I love this community, man. But that's all. That's pretty much all I got. Waiting for Alan to call me delusional for all my takes, and because that's how we are. But great show, man. Look forward. I loved having lunch with you the other day.
Oh yeah, man.
And look forward to seeing you again soon, brother.
You going to either of the next 2 home games?
I'm going to the Patriots game. I haven't gotten tickets yet, but I'm going to be going to that one for sure.
Yeah, that's the pig roast and the rodizio.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Where you're coming that day.
I'll be there for that. Yeah, for sure, man.
Awesome. All right, man. We'll talk soon. Good luck tonight on the wheel.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good night. Bye.
Later, pal. Joe the Jet G with a super chat. It says, "If we are not in range for Mendoza, is the plan tie?" My plan? I mean, I can't speak to what the Jets' plan is. I'm not privy to that information. But, I want to bring something up. MC Mays posted this in the Discord the other day, and it was a list of quarterbacks. I'm going to try to scroll back and find it now. It was a list of quarterbacks who have a certain amount of starts in college who've been failures in the NFL. First round picks. I'm trying to scan back. Here we go. Got it. The list of quarterbacks taken in the first round with fewer than 20 collegiate starts in the past decade. Trey Lance, 17. Mac Jones, 17. Kyler Murray, 17. Dwayne Haskins, 14. Anthony Richardson, 13. Mitch Trubisky, 13. And then he says no to Simpson. So, and also, there's no guarantee that Simpson comes out, right? Nate says, exclusive right free agent is a player with fewer than 3 accrued seasons and an expiring contract. This player has no negotiating rights with the other teams if the original team offers them a 1-year league minimum contract. Okay. Thank you, Nate, for clarifying that. Appreciate you. Yeah, we have to, right? I think that everything we've seen so far, this guy deserves a multi-year deal. He might want to keep gambling on himself, or he might want that financial security, but I think that Briggs is a nice piece to this defense. I would love an improvement next to him, but I think Briggs is definitely, when I say great, I mean, listen, when you pick an Aaron Donald in the first round, that's great. For how we acquired him, I think it was great that we gave up that 7 and 6 or whatever. We gave the 6 to bump up and get him. I think that Muji really hit a home run with this. Low risk, high reward, and so far it looks very rewarding. But folks, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We're still 12 away from 1,900. If you're watching the show and you're not subscribed, do a brother a favor. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to give you a Blitz BK song. And I know it's not Christmas, but it's close enough. There's Black Friday sales everywhere. It's a Christmas party.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And flood the jet suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tell them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope we left some tips because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heartbeat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and
Perfect timing. Those of you that remember that song and where that goes. There you go, Dixon. Dixon got it. Next up, we got Lou B. What's up, brother?
Well, I think it was a good day for the Jets, right? We moved up, and that could be all the difference in the world. I mean, I know it's early, but I'd rather be moving up than down, right? If that's the way the order went. Indy lost, Browns won, Jags won, Jets lost. I'm just happy that we figured out that we need to keep Riggs. I know we have him under control, but I think, they need to really try to keep that guy. He was an animal today. I was so excited to see Mechie play like that. I was just so excited. I mean, I felt like we won the day just seeing that he could play like that. And then I think everyone else's true colors really shine today. Like, not that they haven't, but today was just a real good reminder that Adams, Clemens, and Sherwood, have big issues on this team. And once again, I mean, big fella just pointed out, I think Myers is really bad. And I just see, from being at the games and just watching from the side and stuff, I think all the snaps are really shitty. And I just think that if they address those 4 guys with maybe some practice squad guys right now, and I don't mean Myers, but the other guys, do we have any guys on our practice squad that we could at least give some play time to instead of letting them rot away?
I don't think they're going to lessen the roster any more than they have. I think they're just going to try to coach some of these guys up, develop them that are there. I don't think you're going to see anybody get elevated unless there's an injury.
But Adams can never be coached up. I mean, I don't think that would be a miracle.
That's an L for them, right? That was one of the guys that they tagged him immediately. So that's somebody that, listen, we all know we're going to get an upgrade at safety, whether it's free agency or draft, where we're going to get an upgrade. If not two, they're going to address that position. They're going to address linebacker. They're going to address another defensive end. You're going to see another cornerback, like a guy who can play inside, a speedy guy. Maybe a guy who's a late round pick who's got a lot of speed and can play nickel. We got Michael Carter in the 5th round when we drafted him as a nickel. Brownlee was a 6th round pick. So, nickels go later in the draft than, outside guys. So you can get a nickel guy later on. And that's somebody that I think we need. We need a speedster underneath so we don't get killed against speedsters.
I was just happy to see the ball getting thrown today, even though we lost. I was, I didn't want to win today, to be honest with you. That's me telling the truth.
I know.
I wanted to see a competitive game, and we sort of did. But I was just so happy to see, the ball being thrown. I mean, it's so crazy to say that we didn't have a quarterback that throws the ball. I mean, it's insane, right? So I was just happy to see that today, and and see the other teams losing. And I just want to move up that draft board so that we don't have to pay to get a quarterback. I know we could be beat, and that's what I'm afraid of, that we get beat out, because I do think the Jets are going to trade up, and I just would rather be a little bit higher than them. Like if Cleveland's in front of us, I fear that. I fear that in a bunch of different ways. But that's it, man. I'm watching the show. I hope you guys, go Jets. Though today was exciting in a few different ways, for sure.
Yeah, we saw some good things, right? And we got reminded of where we need improvements. Tony Adams, we need an improvement there. Middle linebacker, I'm a big believer of you go get a true middle linebacker and you move Sherwood over to off ball and you let him use his speed for coverage and tight ends and running backs. I don't think he's meant to be the man in the middle. And, a more physical defensive end, somebody that matches or exceeds Jermaine Johnson's physicality as a defensive end with these big bodies that we have. We showed today that we could do pretty good against the run. I think we were out there a little too long, and later in the game, it kind of broke down a little bit. But
yeah, shutting down Henry was amazing, right? I mean, he did score a little bit, but he didn't do as good as everyone thought he was going to do. Everyone thought he was going to run us over. Do you know how many free agents in the defensive that are going to become?
Well, one of them was on Baltimore. Jones, big guy Jones is one of the top NFL free agents coming up this offseason. If they let him go, if they don't retain him. So, I mean, we'll see. Guys get cut, guys get released, contracts are bad, just like we're going to. Hold on, I got an alert. All right, so we remain at 4. Bleacher Report just sent the updated. I know we've seen it already. Titans at 1, Giants at 2, Saints at 3, Jets at 4, Raiders at 5. So we need
the Browns are.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they're below us now, because I was afraid what they could do to us in the draft. And they always make some crazy moves during the draft, so I was worried with those guys. They got ballsy last year. So I don't know. And Shador, I don't know if he's their answer. I mean, he was playing okay today. I mean, terrible, but okay, I guess, in their standards. But wow, what a defense they have. Their defense is crazy.
Myles Garrett has 18 sacks with 6 games to go. He can blow the record away. He can get over 25.
That's what scares me. If they had an offense, they would be a very serious team.
And they do all of that, never playing with a lead. Usually when you have a lead, there's more pass rush opportunities late in the game. The other team is trying to score and come back. The Browns never have a lead.
Wow, he was serious. He was killing them today. Who knows? But I just think that for the draft, I think we go offense, and then the rest defense straight through and just pick up, just not stop. I think we need another receiver, obviously, but it all starts with me for Mendoza or Ty. Like, I love Mendoza, and if not Ty, and then off to the next stuff. But have a good night. Hope you guys are doing well.
You gonna be there next week?
100%. I go to every game. Well, every home game at least. I was going to all the road games until they started losing like this. Now I was like, it's hard to drag people to spend the money and to go. I was planning to go to Ravens too. I mean, you were too. Yeah. Right, but I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you this week, right?
Yeah. We'll be there. Nikki and his girlfriend are coming, and trying
Where
to
are you
get the night
tailgating? Do you know?
I'm usually at K5. That's like people I've been with since the old stadium. But I'll come by and see you. I'm not like hosting anything or doing anything, but we'll come over to L on the way in.
Yeah, I'm gonna move around. And I'm gonna go to L5 for the Jersey burn, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk during the
11:30
week.
Jersey burn, L5. All Jet fans. It's fun. It's just something that they've
What
been
are you
there.
burning with it being the Falcons? You
I
should
don't,
burn
I
a.
don't know. I'm gonna speak to the chef tomorrow. Chef Finks.
Got to do maybe something with Ulbrich since he fucked us last year. Instead of a jersey, you make a special request and you do an Ulbrich.
I'll mention it to them. I don't know how they decide that,
Yeah.
but they
Who
were going
else
to
would
put
it be with the
Milano's jersey
Falcons,
until his
right?
grandmother. What'd you say?
Who else would it be against the Falcons? Like, what player is worth? Is it somebody that has to have Jets ties, or is it just like
They usually burn the quarterback, but the time with the Bills, they were going to burn Milano's jersey, and then Milano's grandmother ran up and was like, "You can't burn my last name, my grandson's jersey." And then she was like, "I'm with 50 guys right now," and she was like, straight up threw that threat out.
Hey, Grandma, get yours. Who are we
And
to
they
judge?
took the jersey down, and they burned a different one.
Grandma
But,
Milano would love being in the DP. 50 dudes. You go, you old lady. Make sure you hydrate.
she straight up made a threat. She was like, "Nah."
I would have fucking lit it right in front of her.
It was amazing.
The fucking jersey. It's not the actual person. Shut up.
But 11:30 Jersey burn L5.
All right, bro.
All
We'll
Jeff
talk
fans.
during the week, man.
All right, man.
Thanks for calling in.
You got it.
Yeah, Clancy, I was saying this earlier. There's some winnable games coming up. So if you are an Allen who doesn't want to see wins because you're afraid of a second round draft pick or two being traded, you're going to hate the next couple weeks. I really believe we're going to get a couple wins. I think we end up with 5 wins. That's me. You know what, Lou? If you're still watching, Kirk Cousins did burn the Jets. He negotiated with the Jets. Jets put an offer out for him years ago, I believe, but then he used that to go to the Vikings to get his 3 years, $90 million, I think it was. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Alan. I forgot about that. I was thinking players with ties, not the player that, yeah, fuck Kirk Cousins, burn it. Just got to hope that there's no Cousins in the parking lot from Atlanta. Yeah, just like Vrabel. All right, folks, we're trying to be positive here. All this negativity and horrible past that we have. It'd be like a 3-minute show if we just talked about only the good stuff. I guess we got to talk about some bad stuff. But, folks, call lines are open. Sunday night, Armand Membou jersey being raffled off in just a little bit. Get your raffle entries in. Super chats, $5 and up. Gifted memberships. Get you on the wheel. And as always, because I love showing this, the Nick Mangold 74 with the rays of light shining down on it. God, that's fucking beautiful. That's awesome. That's great. Rest in peace, Nick. And miss these days. Delete that one. Here, let's look at this. How many of these guys are still playing? Sherwood and McCrary Ball are the only two that played today. Your 2025 New York Jets captains. I've had this photo stored. Horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. Oh, good Lord. All right, folks. Lou B gets in with 2 raffle entries. Lou, I'll add you to the wheel right now, my friend. Good luck to you. Update that. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I got to see the kid play more. I'm not going to base the quarterback that I like off of the results of the tournament, but it will be nice to see these quarterbacks play against the top teams. Now, when you play in the SEC, you play several top teams throughout the season already. It's not like you're UCLA or USC and you play Oregon and Notre Dame. That's it. So Maava, sure, he's got less competition. So I'm not sure how I feel about that kid. I'd have to really watch his film. The thing I didn't like about Caleb Williams coming out, and I said this time and time again, was when you play USC, you got freak athletes everywhere on the field. They run a lot of verticals and breakoffs. When Caleb Williams wasn't really asked to get the ball 3-step drop, read, release, read, react, and release often, it took him a while to do that. He held the ball too long. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do. I just don't like the Lincoln Riley offense. I have nothing against USC because Mark Sanchez went there. And there are people out there who say things like that. You can't draft a quarterback from USC. You can't draft a Penn State quarterback. Well, you don't ever draft a Penn State quarterback. We learned that. Everyone's learned that. You don't draft a Penn State quarterback. You draft linebackers, offensive linemen, and running backs from Penn State. That's it. But not Blair Thomas. Franklin, there's no guarantee he comes out either. Big fella and I are in sync. No, you know my Robert C. impression, Dixon. That's just my whiny boys. Also, Alan, do we have a timeline on when Boy Green is shaving his beard? Do you have that info? Congrats on winning another bet, Alan. Yeah, Alan, I don't want to take the chance and put a video up from Twitter. I'll share it in the Discord, the one that you sent me, but I don't want to take the chance and put that up. Addison played something with basketball highlights one night, and then that disappeared. The show shut down. So I don't want to take the chance. Alan says he thinks it's by Wednesday. Okay. All right, folks. Call lines are open. Sunday night shine time in prime time. We are here discussing the New York Jets' latest loss to the Baltimore Ravens. And what we will do right now is I'm going to take a look at Tankathon, and I'm going to take a look at their mock. And they have us getting Simpson. They have Reuben Bain Jr., number 1 to Miami. They have Arvell Reese, number 2 to the Giants. They have Mendoza at number 3 to the Saints. They have Ty Simpson to us. Dante Moore goes to the Raiders at 5, and then Caleb Downs goes to the Browns at 6. So that's how they have it. Obviously, there'll be trades, other things that happen. The order will change. Some guys may go back to school. Franklin says, don't hate Mendoza, but all equal Moore should be the choice. Not against it. Like, if we end up with either of these three, I think I'm okay. I would rate it right now. Mendoza's clearly number 1 for me. He's been 1 all year, and I think he's done more to solidify that than Moore. Simpson, I am worried about the lack of experience. So I just believe they're going to go get a quarterback. And I just think that with all this draft capital, there's no reason in the world we shouldn't jump and get the guy that they love. Now, I love Mendoza. Doesn't mean the Jets will. They might pick one of the other guys, and I'm fine with that. I'm just saying what I personally would take. I'm saying the guy that I like. But I fully believe a team like the Titans, a team like the Giants that looks to have their quarterback are going to look to be sellers. Not sellers from South Carolina, but they are going to look to sell those picks and get a haul and improve their team in multiple ways. Giants trade back. Maybe they take Love. Maybe they take the Notre Dame running back. Give an elite weapon. Who knows? It's the beauty of the draft. There's so many possibilities. Oh, Curly. Way to win me back over, Curly. Imagine, if you will, after week 12, talking about playoff positioning and not draft position. Maybe one day before I pass away. Curly, from your lips to God's ears, man. It would be great discussing potential home field scenarios. Hell, even just a fucking wild card game. Top 10 offense. A top 10 defense again. Guys who can catch a fucking interception. You know, crazy shit that no other team gets to experience. We just want to do it ourselves. Fucking Jets, man. The New York Jets. Yeah. Fox Sports. Yes. That kid's nice. That kid is nice. Dixon, I heard. I was in the car and I heard that led to the loss, right? Or did that lead to them tying at the end of regulation? And for those of you keeping track at home, Allen now has 64 guys in his top 15. Oh, list subject to change. There's fine print at the bottom. All right. If nobody's calling in, what we will do is we will get to the wheel. Last chance. Super chats, $5 and up. Gifted memberships get you on. We're winding down here at the end. Also, I do have some breaking news from Allen. Stephen Fox. I don't think you are on. If you're on Discord, message me at Nick Shine Show. But you are going to be the fourth recipient of Allen's jersey giveaway. So I have to purchase a jersey for you. Message me. I will put my email in the chat if you're not on Discord. So shoot me an email with your address, the size, the color of the jersey, and the number. You can get it personalized as well if you'd like. So, Wild Wave, I know we messaged back and forth the other day. You never gave me the info. So, Wild Wave, I'm waiting on your info. Georgie and Beastbreaker have been the other recipients. Their jerseys are ordered. Allen has 2 more to go. Yay, Allen won. Woohoo. Get a 69 jersey, Foxy. Nice. Where do we go? All right, folks. I'm going to play a video. When we get back, we'll do the wheel. It's your last chance to get in the Armand Membou jersey giveaway. Oh, let's go back to this. The original throwdown. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na-na. Jaden's here. 3 Siblings is here. Adirondack Fly Guy's in the house. All right. I did miss a super chat. Joe the Jet G says, do you really think we trade up for QB next draft? Because I don't know, they might punt and wait for 27, which means we are wasting another with no QB. No, I don't think they wait. There's no guarantee you're going to be here in year 3. And if Muji acquired all of these assets, I highly doubt they're going to wait to a year 3, which would be, I don't think they're waiting. I know there's going to be people out there who say, yes, wait. I don't think they wait. I think they pounce. I think they move up to number 1. I don't think that unless you get a blessing from ownership that says we're going to give you a 3rd year, just keep building the roster. I don't know if Woody will do that. The fan base wants to win. I would be shocked if they wait. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm not saying it won't be done. I just can't logically look at it right now and see an offense that can't move the ball consistently and not go get a quarterback and try. I can't. And we got Joe. Save this. Bing, bing. Old man interneting. Haven't done that. Sorry. Joe Boom Jet. And I got to add Joe the Jet G. Joe, you're on for 2. Fox, you're on for 2. Nick, appreciate you. Thanks, Alan. Hell yeah. Happy to help, man. Oh, Boomtown's here, ladies and gentlemen. Says, just got back from a white knuckle drive through freezing rain. From what I understand, Jets kept it close. Brees had a horrible fumble. We kept Henry in check, but Ravens pulled it out. Accurate? Yes. They fucked us and they pulled it out. Yep. Alan, what did Derrick Henry do to you?
That guy fucked me twice.
Sorry, Alan. Derrick Henry looks like he could definitely punish somebody. Yes, Matthew, you are on the wheel several times. You gifted a membership, and then you got your raffle entry for the video. All right. Here we go, folks. We're going to add the wheel. And I like to keep it topical with how many times we shuffle. So since Brees Hall fumbled at the 2, and also
That guy fucked me twice.
and that clip is 2 seconds long,
That guy fucked me twice.
we're going to shuffle it 6 times. We're going to shuffle it 1, 2, last call, going once, going twice. Matthew Smith, what did you say?
To the Membou.
That guy fucked me twice.
Oh, yeah, where were you guys? Let me check the chat one last time. And oh damn, Jay, shoot. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, why don't you come on my fucking show, Jay? Say it to my fucking face. Why don't you come on the show, Jay? Sitting there with your typing and your fucking nonsense and your big words. Good luck. Please don't be Alan. Please don't be Alan. We got Matthew Smith. Kick me in the dick. Motherfucker. I mean, yay. Congrats, Matt. You're awesome. I'm going to bust a fat ode. Matthew did want the Membou. Who?
To the Membou.
Also, video of Matthew Smith right now.
That's it. Dude, sideways.
It's just different lighting. It's Matthew. You guys are great in the chat. All right. It's time.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today? Courtesy of Nick Shy.
I learned that for the second time, Pat Rich did a $5 super chat and he won. Matthew Smith gifted 1 membership and he won. All you got to do is get in 1 entry and you could win a prize on this show, folks. The wheel will defy the odds. And the thing that I love is that all of you know how much we equally despise Matthew Smith, and it would never be rigged in favor of Matthew Smith. So not one person typed it. We've had that typed here often. It's on Jake's show all the time. But when Matthew Smith won, not a single person said, oh, this is rigged. You all collectively sunk in your chair and said, ah, fuck that guy. Oh, here we go. Black Gypsy's here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me stretch my hamstrings. Black Gypsy, you want to call in? I would love to talk New York Jets with you. I would love to have a conversation with you about the New York Jets right now. Click the call-in link. It's there just for you, my friend. Exactly, Rick. Exactly. Not a single person thought it would be rigged for him. Likeable people get things rigged for them. Gypsy, come on, call in. What's up?
What is up, bro?
How are you?
Same as always. After
Really?
a
Do you know
wonderful
what I
game.
learned today?
What did you learn?
I learned something really cool, and I'm
Which
going to
was?
share it with you right now.
Go ahead.
I learned that when Nick Shine says we're going to hold Derrick Henry to 34 yards on 14 carries, it was actually 33 yards on 14 carries, and nobody laughed harder than you this morning in the chat.
I mean, yeah, I guess. We also
We're
gave
3
him
and 9 now, baby. That counts as a win, Gypsy. We're 3 and 9.
So on betting odds, you did a great job today, Nick. You've done betting odds for the last couple of weeks. If you'd have bet on what you thought most of the times, you'd have won some money.
Also, Brees Hall at that same exact moment had 14 for 34.
Yeah, I know.
Weird how that exact number popped up today.
That was a crazy game to watch.
That was frustrating.
That was a crazy game to watch.
Changed the whole game, right?
Yeah, we started off slow. Angstrom didn't do levels, but it eventually got there, and I'm not even mad anymore. It's to that point where, so during the week, I'm going to hear this a whole bunch. I want to hear the nonsense about improvement, because there was no improvement today. There was nothing that you could look at to be like better team. Like there's nothing
I don't
there.
know. I thought we used Mechie better. I thought hitting the drag routes, right? That's something that you've heard me say. I wanted to use the drag routes, get those guys the ball, clear vision in front of you, get that ball out with speed that we have, and then you can turn it upfield. I think we saw a little bit
There's no levels
improvement in the passing attack. We saw the ball coming out of the fucking quarterback's hands majority
Yeah,
of the
but
time.
if you're gonna put Tyrod in, right, and you're gonna have Brees, you're gonna make Brees a part of the game. How do you not teach hook dump offs? Like, how do you not have danger zone plays? Like in high school, we had danger zone plays. If you were in a danger zone and someone was blitzing you, you have one committed person that you dump the ball off to.
Yeah.
Whether it be your tight end, your slot receiver, your like Brees is that guy. Brees was blocking. It's just what's frustrating in watching football now is I'm old school football, so I know a playbook and I know what a playbook's supposed to be and how you're supposed to run your play.
Yeah.
But all that is out the book. All that is we don't do that anymore. Now it's a new type of football where I don't even know what the point of it is. It's so offensive based, and we don't have an offensive based system, so I can't judge anything that we do. Like if it was like an Andy Reid just calls up plays. Like Ben Johnson, they just call up plays. But there's no logic to our play calls anymore. Back in the day, you had levels. You had a streak, you had an in route, you had a slant, you had an out route, and you had a hook route. Like those were your base plays, and then you switched them up. Peyton Manning would talk about this all the time. These are the routes that he would run, and then he would change them up to whatever the defense gave him. You start off with that basis. So if the blitz came and you're under pressure, you know to dump the ball off to Brees Hall. So like, I hate watching new guys learn on the job. Like I hate watching coaches that don't actually call plays because I actually feel bad for AG now. Like in some of these situations, if he had control, he could change the game and how the plays are called. But then he made bad play calls with the fourth down. Like it's just rookie shit, man. And I guess these are the trials, so we just have to sit and go through it. I just don't like it.
I forget if it was McCourty or if it was Charles Davis, and they said, when Glenn talked to Bill Cowher up in Detroit, and he said, listen, you're going to make mistakes on the job. Just don't make the same mistakes again. Something I loved out of today was when Brees did fumble. Glenn had his arm around him.
Yeah, he went.
He's
and
like,
did
listen,
the coach
probably
thing.
said something along the lines of, hey, I know you're trying to put this team on your back. I know you're making that extra effort. I just want you to know we appreciate all that you're trying to do today to help us. Because you saw Brees. And something I hate in sports is when a player in the NFL, whether it's an interception or a fumble,
They go back to
as
him
they
over and
fucking
over and
show
over.
the guy 10 times. Like, dude, come on. We don't need to see that. Like, when you get to March Madness or playoff baseball, I don't need to see the coach's wife in the fucking stands, like, being all nervous. I hate when they show the family, and I hate when a player commits a penalty or a fumble or an interception, and they constantly show that guy on the bench.
They're
That's
gonna,
like, why are we dragging him, man? Come on, be
they're
better.
gonna show it over and over. It's kind of the old school mentality of punishment makes you better and not do it again.
Public
But
shame, right?
yeah, the thing that kills me about all the newer guys, there's no history of football. Right? You don't. I want a guy that can come and tell me about old football. That's why I kind of like Mendoza. Mendoza seems like he understands football. That means he learned it from somebody or somebody taught him. So there's some history there. Like if you're gonna be a Jets coach, like a good example, like when we had Fields in, if I was gonna be a coach and I picked Fields, I'm gonna copy Philly's offense from head to toe. Everything that Philadelphia did to be successful last year, I'm gonna copy them. Take out plays out of that playbook and build my own playbook from that.
Which I said that in the offseason. You
I mean,
drafted Membou, like, and you had AVT, you had Tittman at the time, and I was like, you should be running that offense.
you should be running that offense.
Run the ball, RPO, get Fields out in space, layer it when he runs out where you have the run pass option. You don't have to just run you don't have to do RPO from the pocket where he just keeps it.
Just do it from
Get him out
whatever
of the
formation.
pocket
Yeah.
and tier it. Drag one guy, have another guy on the second layer up top. If they drop, run it. If they press, bloop, little dump off. I
So
probably said that 50 times during shows this offseason.
Today the out coaching was as obvious. This was Wilkes' best game though in defense. He called a really good game. His scheme is outdated for what they're doing, but he called a good game. That's the best you're gonna get out of Wilkes. What Baltimore did to us that we didn't do, where you can see Angstrom just learning on the job because he tried to copy it after, is levels.
Yeah.
Baltimore ran levels on us. There was a slant underneath, there was an in route underneath, a hook underneath, and then an out, and then an in route. So they just kept levels. So you would have 3 levels to go to, like a step, like lower step, middle step, high step. We don't. It just bothers me. There's no planning. You came in as a coach. You didn't have a plan. You didn't sit down and be like, "This is my playbook. This is the identity of this team. This is how we're going to go at it." Like the difference between AG and Campbell has a playing style. Like the way he wants his guys to play, they're going to play that way. AG might get there, but he doesn't have any control. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him just on the simple fact that you got this job and the moment seems too big for him. At this stage of the season or this year, it seems like he's learning, but it's still too big for him.
It's also very difficult to win without a quarterback, right?
I know.
And now you press when you know you don't have that guy at that position. You might do some things out of character. So I'm going to hope that Glenn gets better as time goes on, and as he has a quarterback that they trust to execute the offense, everyone kind of calms down. Like Brees Hall fumbling because he's pressing, try to make more out of a play. I feel that Glenn is doing the same thing as the head coach at times. I'm not making excuses for him. I just think that going for it on the 4th down is a coach pressing, right? On your own 42, that's pressing. That early in the game after just giving up a touchdown drive, that's pressing. Like if you have a quarterback that you trust, you don't have to press because you know you will get more later going on.
All right. So if you're going to run a pass play on 4th down, right? Like on the one before the second quarter ended, Brees was open in a hook route. Brees ran a hook and stopped. He was right there. Like Tyrod never looked at him. That means like it's just learning the playbook and making plays that are functional for the game. Because had this been a thought process from the beginning of the season, let's just run hooks to Brees whenever I'm in danger, or out routes to Brees behind the line when I'm in danger, like there would be a whole different mindset because that's the identity. That's what we're trying to do. Like we have a plan. There's just no plan. Like they did that 4th down play and you had no underneaths. All the routes were deeper routes. Nothing was underneath. You needed 2 yards. Like run a whole bunch of short routes, bro. Like Other than that, like I'm not mad anymore. Like what's watching the games, what's fun is the week before the game, hearing everyone talk the nonsense. So we'll hate from Monday to Friday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Nick Shine's positive weekend thoughts. Shine comes on and is like, listen, man,
Dude, it's
these
a
are the things.
hobby. This is a
It is.
hobby. This is a
It is.
hobby that I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into. I can't commit to this if I'm miserable. I can't commit to this if I'm negative. And this was before YouTube. Like I've always been my line for many years was this, that the Jets are the only thing in life that I was positive about, and they give me absolutely zero reason to be that way.
The worst relationship ever. The worst relationship ever you're ever gonna have is with the Jets. You give, they take, and then they charge you for it.
Nicole Simpson might say different.
She's dead. You know what I mean? She's living her best life. We're still alive, going through the pain of being murdered every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Jets media is by far the worst media for any team in the NFL.
It is. It's rough.
Their Facebook, the shit that they put on there, dog, is ridiculous. Some of the stuff on there, like we're just a clown franchise, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at it. It's we look kind of like a team today, kind of, which is not a good team. I guess that's the positive.
Yeah.
Is what it
All right,
is.
man. I couldn't wait because I know how hard you were laughing your ass off in the chat this morning. I looked at my kids. I was like, I can't wait for Black Gypsy to call
Like,
tonight. They're like, who the
I got
fuck is
one.
that?
I got one.
And I couldn't wait. I brought it up earlier in the show, and I was so excited. I don't have the patience that Jake has to wait for someone to call in. I shared it earlier. I was like, I can't wait for him to call in.
Yeah, I'm sure Jake's gonna have shit to say to me tomorrow. Because I've been talking shit all week. Right? I actually thought that in the beginning of the half of the game, we had a chance to win that game because, like, Lamar was off. He was behind. This play calls weren't good enough. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep. It's tough to win without a quarterback, man. Be good.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Once.
All right, folks. I may have missed it with all the conversation going on. But if you have any What Did We Learns, drop it. Boomtown is here, and he is all caught up. So if we have to wait for the professional, we will. But it is that time. Also, for those of you who missed it, starting now that the Membou jersey has been raffled away to Matthew Smith. Oh, Matthew, disregard my message. I messaged Matthew on Discord asking for a jersey size and color. I messaged the wrong person. I don't know why I messaged him. You don't get a jersey. Fuck off, Matthew. I'll send you this one. Send me your address. Just robotic for me having to ask for a jersey size and color after the amount of jerseys I have to give out from Allen and a stupid bet that I wanted no part of. But folks, we haven't had a Chris B sighting today in the chat. Drop your Canadian flag. Drop your Boomtown emoji, courtesy of Addison. And let's kick it up to Canada. Boomtown, I learned that you are an expert driver getting home in a rainstorm. And now, Mr. Boomtown, please, good sir, drop it like it's hot. And Jay, just in case you didn't know, that emoji right there is called Jizz Face. We named that one Jizz Face for now. Fox Sports, we learned that Nick's dog loves to play with sticks and balls at the same time. Great pup. Yeah, technically not my dog. It's my kid's dog. I went over there to their house to watch the game with them today. Mouse Killer, I learned that you can't have a middle linebacker that weighs 215. Correct. Boomtown, I learned Nick always looks after his smokers in the chat. Rusty didn't get the memo on only positives tonight. Gypsy mysteriously did not appear in the chat tonight. Bonus, Curly doesn't understand how average penalties per game works. Clancy may like Jay's cock. This is definitely not a 3-minute show. Kenyon Sadiq is nice. The wheel defies the odds. Double bonus, Gypsy did finally appear in the chat tonight, much to the delight of the show host. Clancy, hey yo. Nice cock. Clancy, it's in the chat. Much like I say things that get interpreted differently, not everything is interpreted as perfectly as this.
That guy fucked me twice.
See? That's how the show rolls. You know the deal by now, bro. You've been here long enough. You know what this is about. You know who we be. Also, Matthew Smith won the Armand Membou jersey. Maybe it was from his membership, or maybe it was from this screen record he sent me.
I despise that guy. That guy fucked me twice.
So, congrats. Also to Alan. Yay. Woohoo. Look at me and my flag. I'm Gary. I feel like I'm starting to loosen up and get warmed up here. Sorry, Clancy. We don't declare that anymore on this show. Don't even know what that word means. Well, Jay, I hope they bury you more than 9 inches in the ground. This way you're still not sticking up. There you go, Jay. Nice cock. All right, folks. That's it. Have a good night. Oh, I got one thing. Where did it go? JSN now leads the NFL with 1,313 yards this season. Has already passed DK Metcalf for the most receiving yards in a season in Seahawks franchise history. Smith is the 5th player ever with at least 1,300 yards in 11 games, joining Elroy Hirsch, Charlie Hennigan, and 2 other players. Can you name them? I gave you the 2 names that you wouldn't ever guess. These 2 you would. Over 1,300 yards in 11 games. Smith is also the 3rd player in NFL history with at least 75 receiving yards in 11 consecutive games, joining Marvin Harrison and Cooper Kupp. It is not Don Maynard or Jamar Chase or OBJ. One, it's not Jerry Rice. One is a very tall receiver who in his greatest season barely got in the end zone. Yes, Julio Jones. I think he had 18 or 1,900. He had a massive season, but he only scored like 6 times on like 100-something catches. It was wild that he couldn't get in the end zone. It's not Megatron. It's not Wesley Walker. Not Terrell Owens. I'm surprised you guys with this one. How can I give a hint for this one? He loves catching and putting his hands on a football, but also has an issue keeping his hands off of the women he's in relationships with. It's about as cleanly as I can say that. No, not Ocho Cinco. Wild that you 2 guys both said Ocho. Not Ocho. Dixon, Tyreek Hill. That was a good. I think that clue was too obvious. Ray Rice. Yo, that's crazy. What? All right. So Matthew Smith said Ray Rice, and I see it in the YouTube chat, but it got blocked on StreamYard. The Ray Rice comment from Matthew did not make it to StreamYard. That's wild. Somebody type Ray Rice again. I want to see if that's a glitch or if they blocked that comment. Holy shit. Nope, it worked. All right, so that was just weird on the first one. Nope, it's there now. I got you all, guys. I don't know why the first one wasn't there. Ray Rice is now trending. Oh, Alan, hope you take an elevator ride with Ray Rice. Kidding, Alan. Looking forward to hanging out with you this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Nick Shine Show. 4 weeks from tonight, the night of the New Orleans Saints game, we will be giving away a Darrelle Revis mini helmet, and I will work on another prize. Maybe we'll get a jersey. We'll have a big prize. We'll do a couple prizes that night. It'll be the week of Christmas, December 21st, and I will rush ship those to you. So you'll have them by Christmas that week. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Keep your head up, Jets fans. Everyone go do. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat. Who is it? Don't say a word yet. Let people guess. Don't say anything. Who is my guest? I have a guest that showed up right at the buzzer. You know what? I have to use the bathroom. I am going to give this guest, and congratulations, you were on fire tonight. I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'm going to give this guest the show to him.
Hey, how is everybody doing tonight? Does anybody want to take any questions? Oh my God! Oh, it's John. No, it's not. This was John Cena. Can take any other questions? You are correct. It's Lane Kerner. Hi, Rick Kent. If anybody wants to call in, they can. Yes, Jaden, finally. No, not Bruce. Yeah, I watched the Giants game. Nate Jets, yep. Let me see how many other questions I know.
How do you feel about the Giants game?
Hi, Nick Stein. Hi.
Oh, hi, Lane.
How do I feel about the Giants game? Well, they lost.
Well, that's the result. How do you feel about the loss?
Well, I mean, how do I feel about the Giants game? Well, they played well. I think you have to understand about who we get in the draft next year for the Jets also.
Lane, I have a request of you, Lane. We haven't had you act anything out on the show in quite some time. Now, I think the most exciting play of the Giants season is when Jameis Winston caught the pass and broke the tackle and scored a touchdown. Could you reenact that for us?
Yeah. Yes, I'll do it.
Please. Thank you.
And go. Okay.
Perfect. That was the catch. Now run over somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one, actually. Yeah, the way
ESPN right now.
The Jets and they lost. I have some more questions. Yeah, I mean, going into the draft for next year in 2026, do you think that the Jets could probably pick up Knoble or pick up somebody else?
I think that train has already left the station.
Really?
You have another question?
I mean, he's undrafted though, so I don't know. And question about what is your favorite thing? What is your favorite pie on Thanksgiving?
No, not ask me a question. I said you have another question.
Yeah, okay. Lane, how do you feel about the Giants and Jets? Well, Going into week 13 next week, it should be good. You know, the Jets lost against New England Patriots a week ago at home, and I watched it. Oh, what's my favorite topping? Anything pepperoni. I just don't like cheese on it.
So you get a piece of bread with pepperoni on it. You take the cheese off the pizza.
I don't really like cheese.
How do you eat pizza?
Well, sometimes I put like the pepperonis on it, and sometimes I put like peppers on it, but not like olives. It's kind of gross.
Okay.
Lane, do you have any closing to a raffle? I don't know.
Would you
I
sign
like
like a
to-
Mets jersey and then like raffle it off?
Yeah,
If we get you a Mets jersey, will you sign it the lane train and then we could like raffle it off?
yep. Like, do you know which one would be good? Mark Vientos one. Like, I haven't had that one yet. Or maybe Brad Beatty.
All right. ISU says, "What is your favorite thing about Christmas?"
I don't really celebrate Christmas, but if I did, I would
ISU, read the
probably
room,
like
bro.
hot chocolate.
Hot
Hot
chocolate.
chocolate.
You put marshmallows in it.
Yeah,
All right. Here's a good one.
yeah. Lane, what are your options of the politic and in state of the world right now? I don't know. That's a hard one.
Okay.
I think that what's going on right now with all the shutdowns and stuff. When I had the airport shut down, I don't know.
All right. Rick Kent says, "How do you feel about the Mets trading Brandon Nemo?"
I can't believe it. I mean, I don't. I mean, honestly, his contract was up. So you're going and you picked up. Who did the Mets get in a trade for him?
No idea.
I would have to look it up.
Oh, here's a good one.
Marcell Suna.
Dixon says, "Can you do an impression of Rob begging for an intro?"
Okay, I'll do it. Hi, I'm Rob. I'm begging for an intro. Intro.
Why does Rob deserve an intro, or does he deserve an intro?
Well, he does because he's like funny.
How do you feel about the Brooklyn Dodgers?
Goes way back. I wasn't alive yet, but yeah, 1942. Jackie Robinson, and that movie came. I was watching. It was like kind of sad in the beginning.
You like the end?
Yeah.
ISU says, "Do you like ice cream?"
I actually, actually, it's funny you said that. I had my cousins over after I came from Trader Joe's. We went to after Joe's. We went to the yogurt place, and I had some good coffee mixed peanut butter with some toppings on it, like sprinkles.
Lane, I think you need to go over to that clock on the wall. I think the batteries are dead. I think it says 4:30.
Five. Yeah, I'm running low on power.
No. Clock on the wall. There's a
Yeah,
clock on
you
the
know
wall.
what? It died actually. Like I gotta get a new battery. That's why.
All right. I need you to know what time it is.
Yeah. Mm.
Dixon says, "Do you like Cardi B salamis?"
Harley Blease salami?
Yep.
What's that?
It's a new sandwich. Sweeping the nation. It's called the
Never
sloppy jalopy. Black Gypsy says, "I actually think we might be able to beat the Falcons. Ask the lane train. How do you feel about the Jets and the Falcons?"
Going into week 13? I don't know. It's gonna be a hard team because they have a good team also this year.
Okay. Have you ever done stand-up comedy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched this show? He's doing it now.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here's a good
Okay.
question. Can you answer this question?
What is wrong with ISU? I don't know. That's a good like question. It's probably tired or something.
All right. Rick Ken asks.
Yeah. I know that. Oh, about that. Look, you had him for like you kept him, you signed him, and like his final year was coming up. So I don't think you know why. Because I'll tell you, he wanted too much money, and they did not want to re-sign Brandon Nemo. But the good thing that Pete Alonso signed today, so that's good. So he stays with the Mets.
Do you enjoy Finding Nemo?
Oh yeah, Finding Nemo 1.
Okay.
See what else. See if there's any other questions.
I'm looking. I'm behind in the chat, guys. For those of you commenting, I can see YouTube. I'm about 3 minutes behind in the chat with comments. Are you a tea or a coffee drinker?
Coffee? Hot coffee? Actually, that reminds me because I went to Starbucks yesterday and they have all kinds of holiday stuff, like holiday drinks and stuff. If I have coffee like too late, I won't be able to fall asleep, actually. That's what it would do to me.
All right.
Definitely
Big
think
fella
about
asks, what do you think's more painful, giving birth or pooping out a watermelon?
it. Ew! Pooping out of watermelon. That's gross.
Well, so's having a kid.
Yeah.
Are you
But then
trying right now?
I'm having a pillow, actually. The cat's coming out.
All right, Lane. How you doing? Okay.
Um, yeah, it's weird now, but I talk to him always, and
Hell yeah.
these 3 months now. Um, is it easy now? I mean,
I'll
I
keep your
think
head up, buddy.
Oh,
They're
but
always
yeah,
with us, even if they're not with us.
yeah. So anyway, what are you doing? Anything? Are you gonna have a show on Thanksgiving?
Probably not going to have a show. I'm going to go over to my brother-in-law's house. My mom lives
Oh,
there.
really?
Going to put the deep fryer together. Going to deep fry a turkey.
Really? Oh.
Yep. Got a lot of food. The kids will be coming over. Just be with family, watch football,
There's a
smoke
lot
a
of
cigar
football.
while I'm cooking and while I'm air frying the turkey. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
nice weather.
I'm actually gonna go out with her to the restaurant and have some steak. Actually,
Nice.
just yeah, go to
How do you get your steak cooked? That's an important question.
well done.
What?
Usually,
You get it well done? I can't have that type of negativity on this show. Come on, Lane.
Well, I like it. If it's like I like it pink, not too pink though.
You don't like the pink?
Yeah, I mean it's still good though. I don't like it like too dry though. It would be like hard.
Yeah, you don't want well done. Medium is perfect.
Yeah.
Medium, you can't go wrong. If it's a little more or a little less, you're perfect.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you for calling in. Have a good night.
You're
Man. If I
welcome.
don't talk to you, happy Thanksgiving to you and your mom. Okay, buddy?
Okay, you too. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Well done. Well done. I can't even process that. This can't be a serious comment. You might be banned from the studio after typing this nonsense. You have to go medium. If you go medium rare, there's a chance that it's undercooked and then it's not where you like it. But if you go medium, even if they go a little bit more, you're still okay. Medium's the way to go. But, ladies and gentlemen, there was a surprise at the end. Triple bonus. We're never done learning on the show. Ray Rice is trending. Lane saw the Giants game today. Lane is a master reenactor. Lane likes cheeseless pizza. Lane considers Rob funny. Alternatively, he may not know who Rob is. Quadruple bonus. I would like to sample this new sloppy jalopy sandwich, sweeping the nation. Lane might have tried to poop out a watermelon live on air tonight. Lane likes steak well done. Well, if he gets a steak well done on Thanksgiving, he may still be chewing it by the time Hanukkah starts. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Nick Shine Show. You have been the awesome chat. We'll talk throughout the week. Probably off tomorrow on Monday. Be back on Tuesday morning. Have a great one. God bless. Go Jets. Keep your head up. And may do some sort of holiday drive. May do something. I'm going to look into something with somebody in the town here. And I might have some information coming out for those of you that may want to donate gifts or toys or something like that. May look into doing something like that for the holiday season to help out those who are less fortunate. So keep your ears open for that. I'm going to reach out to a lady in town tomorrow and see if she can put us in touch with something and go from there. Hopefully I'll have some info later this week, if not the week after. So, there's a lot. I've been there myself a couple years ago. Life was really bad. And someone bought me a Christmas tree for me and the kids so we could have a tree. So since then, I've been trying to give back, and since I have a platform, I would always like to use that platform to help people whenever I can. So, holiday season, we can do something good to help people and put a smile on a stranger's face. It might be a tough time for a lot of people. So, more info to come. Stay tuned. Go Jets. God bless. And remember, sometimes the holidays can be tough on people. Sometimes life can be hard. Sometimes life can be double hard. Sometimes this happens to you.
That guy fucked me twice.
Keep your head up, folks. It'll get better. Go Jets.
It's got beef.
Jet recovered the fumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic. And before we go, Jay says, well done, everything. Yeah, that's the problem, Jay. That's why you didn't come for the draft party. You got steak for Easter, and you were still chewing it 2 weeks later. That's why you didn't come to the Yankee Met game. You had a fucking cheeseburger for Memorial Day, and you weren't done chewing it by the 4th of July. Get the fuck out of here with that